Welcome back to another more of a, I don't want to say hodgepodge video, but just kind of video of whatever's going on. Here at the farm, we got 6/10 of rain this forenoon, so that's pretty good. The corn grew today, so that's another good thing, and we're just starting to tassel. With that 6/10 inch of rain that we got today, fresh out here in the field, the corn seemed to grow a little bit today, so that's good. Let's see if we can see it better. Where'd it go? It was starting to tassel, just starting to push out here by the house. There's some nice tall stuff out here, ugly Jimson weed. Then there's some spots that weren't planted right, but this one here, I don't know how well you can see it, starting to roll up for the tassel. I think somewhere in there should be a tassel of corn. I think I feel it right here. Actually, it's not quite as tall yet. So like 3 days probably, and that'll be out. Hi Mia. Careful, don't get lost. Big girl. And then thinking I'd seen some that were actually out. Maybe not quite. There's maybe one out there, but there's a few. One out through there. So just on the starting verge of it. We were starting to get a little bit dry here before today. Still wouldn't mind to have another inch. Actually, maybe like next Monday, because today's Wednesday. Dad's gonna do a little bit of work. He's going to start mowing hay tonight. Adrian's going to finish tomorrow, is the plan anyway. And once that's off, it'd be great to have another like inch of rain. I didn't film any of it because I wasn't doing the project, but I don't know if Adrian did, but Dad and Adrian replaced a water pump on the 6150. 2675 needs to have it done next. We also got the manure spreader almost done. We got it out of the shop. So that's been cleaned up quite a bit. Did a little bit of a test, and this is spinning separate from the shaft that it's supposed to be spinning on. So we need to do another 30 minutes of work or something on it. And then we can wire wheel it all down. And tomorrow I'm gonna go try to get some paint for it. And then we can repaint the inside and the outside edges of it. We're working on the, Dad and Adrian were more working on this. We got the bottom things off so we can tighten these gearboxes good and tight. And one of the threads messed up on the bottom shaft, so we need to fix that. And what else? Oh, this wheel broke off. There's the back of the shaft. That wheel part broke off like right here, that far back, so that's gonna need some work. That's not that hard to do. It just takes 30 or 40 minutes to do it. Today is July the 25th, so we're almost at the end of July, and soon we'll be in August. Corn's maybe a little bit ahead than I would have expected. Further ahead than I would have expected, but it's all right. We're gonna try to make some hay this week, into this week, and probably cultivate. So it's gonna be a little bit of a busy week again. It should be the last one till chopping, which I'm ready for it to slow down. But at work, we're also extremely busy, so I'm working extra hours. So it's not really too slow around here anyway. The construction site's coming along nice. I'm doing a series on YouTube Shorts of this. So it's not quite every day, but it's when there's a big enough change. Like the last video I took, they had just big piles here, and now they're flattened out. So it's not really a big enough change to make another video of it. However, once they really start putting shale down, I'll do another one. So far, I'm in the very, very beginning stages of building nipper. I think is what I'm going to call them. It's basically taking the head off, this old 489 haybine. And looking at this thing, if I'd run a haybine, I think I'd run a 489. It seems to be pretty simple. It seems like they are very reliable, very simple and easy to work on. I want to take these springs off because I think I might use them. We'll see though. One there and one there. I could just let them on too. I also need to pull the cylinder off sometime. So I'm going to use that. But that doesn't need to come off, neither do the springs for now. What all do I have in this toolbox? Okay, need to remember that. I think I might do a short series of YouTube shorts on this also. We'll see. And then just kind of updates every 2 or 3 days if I can, because I'm going to try to get it moving pretty quickly. I have the head off a 489 haybine and an old, I believe it's a Hagie Highboy sprayer with a Ford V4 gas in it. Same motor that was in a couple of the Mustang and Ford skid loaders back in the day, like in the 60s and 70s. So this thing is old. And there's the front sprayer part of it. You don't need that. That's for sale. Anyway, I'm going to take that haybine head, put it on the top of here, and then since we're organic, and then we can drive through the soybeans and clip the weeds off over the top of the soybeans. And then I'll explain to you why even we have weeds above the soybeans. Since we're organic, we cannot spray say Roundup or Glyphosate or 2,4-D or whatever you want. You name it, we can't spray it. So we have to cultivate, we have to do all this tillage. Which is why we do all this tillage for weed control. However, when soybeans get too tall, you cannot control the weeds because you can't cultivate or anything because they're too big before they're shaded in or as they're shading in. And then the weeds start taking off and they go up way above and they're twice as tall as the soybeans, and we have a better crop than the soybeans, and it's just tough. They make weed zappers, they call it. It's like an electric bar, and it zaps all the weeds and it kills them. It does a very good job above the soybeans. But those are like $70,000 for just the weed zapper. Then you need another $120,000 tractor, so you're in it close to $200,000 just for the tractor and weed zapper, hoping that it'll work good. And if generator burns out, yeah, it's another 20 grand right there. However, there's nothing really on the market for something like this. So I decided I'm gonna try to build it and see if it works, try to make it to work, and maybe eventually save up enough money I can put a weed zapper on an old sprayer like this. I mean, probably quite a bit newer than this, but that's the goal. And this is just to keep the weeds down, make that they don't spread as quick. So think of it as a giant lawnmower that goes over the top of the crop and cuts the weeds off, because that's exactly what it is. I'll get deeper into the details as we move along in the project. I might even make a project specific video explaining the whole thing as best I can at that point, because stuff is bound to change. But yeah, that's about what I know right now. Tomorrow I go to pick up steel to build a frame off the back of here to put it on the sprayer, and this can go be put away somewhere. Should bring that sprayer over here so it's easier to work on. We'll see. Let's take a look at the pigs. They're all muddy. Hey guys, they're all muddy because of well, it rained quite a bit today. Now since we have a slower evening, I'm gonna do something that I've been meaning to get to for quite a long time. It involves here in the back shed where we hardly ever go in. My grandpa's John Deere 730 wide front diesel. He bought it after he sold all of his equipment in the farm, and it's gonna be kind of his toy tractor, but it just doesn't get used, and it's getting hard for him to get on the tractor. So he asked me to sell it. So I'm gonna take the batteries out, charge them out, and then I can stick them back in, try to start it, put it on the marketplace or wherever, eBay. We'll see, wherever I can. Okay, turn it on. Set it to 2 amps. I'll set it to 2 amps and let it sit for a day or two, and then we'll switch the battery and charge the other battery. Let that sit for a day or two. Then maybe like Saturday we can pop it in. Maybe pop it in then. See if it starts. If it does, that'd be awesome. A video or 2 or 3 ago, I mentioned that we found some drawbars that we don't need anymore that are going to be for sale. Here they are. You can pause the video, see what you want. Here's a part number. Just make an offer, I guess, if you want them. Kind of see part number there. I don't really know what's there. It's all bigger stuff than what we have, so I don't know. Have the easier evening. Not really anything planned. I could go inside, do paperwork, but I can do that when it's dark out. So I'm gonna work at something that should have been done pretty good while ago, but we've been too busy so far. Oh look, there's some tassels out of the corn. Anyway, I'm gonna clean out this planter. Clean out soybeans, take the meters all out. Anyway, if I get time. Because it's not exactly good. I'm gonna anyway take the plates out at least. If I get to the meters, good. If I don't, oh well. Because I have about 30 minutes to do this. 20 minutes later, everything's taken apart, cleaned up a little bit. Now I just need to put it away, which that'll take 5 minutes. Dad's mowing hay at one of the farms that we rent. The landlord there needs 4 small square bales of straw, so let's get it loaded up. Uploading a short construction day short. I'm watching Dad mow hay. It is 8:35 p.m. Still daylight out. It's kind of nice. Dusk. Getting dark, but still decently bright out. You can still work. So it's kind of nice. And it's not stupid hot. It's warm enough right now. That's for sure. Coming in. He's almost finished with this field. I figure he'll finish this field and call it good for the night. There's a chance of severe thunderstorms with no bigger than 3/4 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour gusts. I thought we're not really gonna get any, but I might be wrong. Well, we got everything closed up pretty well here in the shop, in the barn. I just should make sure the barn doors are shut. Yep, they're pretty much completely shut. It's starting to rain a little bit. It's a little windy. Clouds look pretty mean, so we're gonna go and hang it up for tonight. This is the beginning of a project I call Nipper. This machine I'm gonna call the Nipper as of now, unless somebody comes up with a better name. Need to put this head on there. It's gonna run like 3 rows or 4 rows at a time, so it's gonna be slow, but it'll do. I think it'll do its job. This year I want to have it done in time. It's going to be kind of a proof of concept. And then, I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. But I got some steel here in the steel shop. So I need to build a frame to hold this. To go from this to this. I think I know how I'm going to do it. So, need to take this off yet. Which that's a piece of cake. And I want to take this piece off yet because I want to use this. Yeah. And I think pretty much the rest of the stuff is coming off of I'm gonna have to build. And I also have an engine, small 13 horsepower engine to put right here somewhere. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, run a belt down to there. We'll see. Should be fun. Probably gonna be stressful. It's probably gonna be kind of expensive, but I have pretty much everything. Just some small stuff like pulleys and stuff. Maybe another couple $100. We'll see. I also have one cylinder. I'm hoping that I don't have to run two. Thinking I'll put the cylinder on this side where it's the heavier because of the wobble box. And then I'll use the Haybind's springs to help with this side. If it needs it even. We'll see. So I guess we'll do some measurements, do some planning, start cutting up steel, and then as soon as it's cut up, we can start welding. Pretty much as soon as it's cut up anyway. This is gonna take a lot of thinking. Like a lot of thinking. Alright, time to sit down and think. Well, not really. I have the main bottom bar across. Now I just need to do uprights, and then I can weld them in actually. And I have to see what it takes to mount to here, to those two, and then going in just so far enough that I can line it up with this. Then I'll take my flat steel over there and go from here to the bar. So far so good. Going actually faster than I expected. But it'll slow down yet. Oh yeah, it will. Don't just wait. Got my two 37-inch pieces cut for right there. So I'm gonna take that in and weld it. But before that, I'm gonna take all my tools in. So I think I have to go pick up Dad from petting hay here in a couple minutes. So I might not get the weld. We'll see.
Tomorrow.
The main frame fits just about perfectly. So now I'm gonna start drilling holes. Gotta put, actually no, not one in there. Two down there, I believe. Then I need to weld a small piece here just to bring it out to make with this fella. I need to drill one right there, two down there. And I think that's it for this piece. And a little bit more welding, then they need to weld this top part. So that'll be fun. Should also put some type of cap over here, which won't be hard. The only reason I'd be doing this is because it'd be exposed to the elements. Unless I just put the top part, actually I could just put the top bar over that. We'll see. That's something that doesn't have to be figured out right now. But I'm gonna get this to where it can be bolted in. So it's another hour plus of drilling. Let's get at it. I got the frame bolted up. Now I just need to figure out where to put the ears here and here, and how far I want to run the tube across there. If I have enough, I have to measure it up. I don't think I have enough. If I have enough, I'll go from the top of there all the way to the other side. But yeah, like I said, I gotta measure it up. You'd be right at 10 feet or just under 10 feet, I think. I have to measure it for sure. I'm about a foot short to go all the way across. So So I'll probably cut it about right in half and then find some strap metal of some kind, something to go the rest of the way, which is like, so we'll put like 16 inches of more metal down. I got 24 feet because that's what the stock lengths were of this. So yeah, if I'd have gotten 2 sets of 13 foot, had a perfect amount, but I didn't. Oh well. See where we're at. Well, I also have 15 feet of flat steel, and I don't think I'm gonna have as long bars as I was going to. So that'll help. That'll help quite a bit. Well, it's 11:30. I'm gonna be done thinking for today. I had ordered 25 feet, but each stock piece of this came in 24. It's like, oh yeah, sure, that works. I only need like 22 or 23. Little did I know, I'm gonna be doing this. And if I'd have another foot, that'd go the entire way across. So I should almost have that 25 feet. It'll work though. I'll find something else to put in between there. We have pretty much the whole frame built. Need to put ears on to mount the parallel arms on and make the parallel arms. Have the steel to do it, just not gonna do it tonight. We'll see if we get to it tomorrow. So I'm considering going to a volleyball tournament like 2 hours away. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.